What's that? All right. All right. Oh. Live on YouTube. Okay. All right. Good morning. It is Tuesday, January 10. Is that right? Okay, so we're going to go around and first we're going to find out what all we're grateful for this morning. 60 Seconds of Gratitude. My name is Shannon Wheeler. I am the president of PMG and the leader of the Shannon Wheeler team, appropriately named. We'll start around here. Ed, tell us what you're thankful for this morning.
I'm grateful that I'm okay because I was in an accident yesterday.
Oh, okay, yeah. Glad you're all right. Was there anybody else hurt?
No.
Okay, well, and I assumed a car accident, but it could have been any kind of accident, man, so glad everybody's all right. That is something to be thankful for. Cameron, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful my grandfather's doing a lot better. He didn't get discharged, but he's up like walking around, doing things like that on his own now, so that's positive.
Oh, that's fantastic, man. That is fantastic. No, what are you thankful for? Am I supposed to say thankful or grateful? They the same?
I feel like it's similar.
Similar? Yeah. So we'll go with grateful then.
Okay.
What are you grateful for this morning?
Grateful for new thoughts, new perspectives, new outlooks on things.
Okay, good.
You know, it's always just it's cool when you just kind of think a certain way or you see things a certain way that you haven't ever seen them before.
That is very good. It's interesting. It's cool.
So
It's
I'm grateful
refreshing.
that I've been exposed, I've been exposed to certain things, and things are just clicking within my head to where it's like, man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, very good, very good. We got a new man, Jason.
Jason,
Introduce yourself.
Jason Wilhelm. I've been in the business for about 8 months.
All right.
Worked for one other broker, but here
Yeah.
hopefully for a great opportunity. So
Coming here to increase your opportunities and grow your career.
Absolutely.
What are you grateful for this morning?
my family's healthy, and just glad to be here, ready to start something new. So
Fantastic. All right. Very good. We're glad that you're here. Okay, so this morning the topic that I want to cover sort of goes along with what Noah was talking about a little bit, and it's the idea that everybody is coming to work right now. It's January the 10th. Everybody's got their goals. Everybody's, we talked about that last week. Everybody's getting ready to go into 2023, and you got all these different opportunities and challenges, and you got all these things that are happening. And so, along with exactly what Noah was talking about, I want everybody to take just a minute and ask yourself a couple of basic questions about your career and about what you're going to do. Now, for people that are out there that are fans of people that are on the team or they watch the team, a lot of the things that we talk about kind of center around real estate careers and that business, because that's the business that we're in, right? But these are things that apply to all careers. So the first thing I want to do is ask you if your career is a reflection of you. So when you think about your career, and the reason it becomes so crucial in this setting is because every one of us picked this. I mean, unless I missed something, I don't think anybody handed out a card at birth that said we needed to report to Tommy's office at a certain age. So we all picked this, right? So the first thing is you better fall in love with what you choose, right? That'd be the first thing. Second thing is, does your career reflect you? So Cameron, I'll ask you, does your career reflect you?
I definitely think so.
In what way?
I say that because I've always lived a life up to this point and will continue to do so on like serving others and helping others, and I feel like this business is that.
I get that from you. When you come in my office and you ask me questions, you never come in my office and ask, how can I shortcut something and give somebody less than what they deserve?
Right.
Never. You always say, how can I find out the answer to this question that's going to help me help this person?
Right.
All right. Noah, how would you say, or would you say that your career is a reflection of you?
I think my career reflects certain characteristics and qualities within me, but it's not me.
Great answer. Ed, does your career reflect you?
Yes, because typically I like to talk a lot, so I spend most of my day talking. So.
Okay, so some of the characteristics you share, so we'll get to that. Does your career reflect you? Your career choice in real estate and what you've done to this point and what you plan to do here, is that a reflection of you?
yeah, I do believe so. Just throughout working in other fields, coming to do this has given me just an opportunity to, you know, talk to people, help people, and really just not wake up every morning and go into something thinking that, like, man, I can't wait to get out of here, you know. So I
Yeah.
really appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, I agree. So we all agree that we chose to be here, right? And we all agree that our career, to some degree, is a reflection of us, right? But to Noah's point, it's not us. It is a reflection of us. Our primary role and our primary job in life is to let life itself come through us. That is our job. That is our primary responsibility. And my spiritual teacher broke it down like this and showed it in this way that made a lot of sense to me. The life force within you, your life, who you truly are, is like the light, and all of the other things around you, your career, your friends, your family, your life circumstance, all of those things, you can almost imagine that that's like the lampshade. Okay? So you can change the shade color, you can change the shade size, shape, you can change all of those things, but it does not change the light. So understand that you are the light. All of these other things are the reflections or the shade that light shines through. So I'll go back and I'll ask you, Cameron, are there parts of your career that you're not happy with?
In what sense?
Any sense? Are there any parts of your career that you're not happy with?
I would say there's a few.
Okay. What?
Well, just starting off, you know, a struggle with mine. You know, I'm not happy with money, right? So I'm trying to get going on making a lot of money, and that's something to where, you know, starting off, I already knew off the top, you know, it's not going to be something of that sort. I've got to work for it. So I would say that, and just, it's not that I'm unhappy with it, but I've got to go through a lot to overcome different things, because before, who I am now was not who I was when I got here. So having to be uncomfortable all the time and continue to go through things, it's not that I'm unhappy with it, it's just, damn it.
So when you got here, your lamp light, had a really thick shade,
Or that, yeah.
right?
Right.
And as you're doing the things that you're doing and your light is increasing, your shade is getting lighter and lighter and lighter, and more of Cameron is coming through. Noah, are there any parts of your career that you're not happy with right now?
Mm-hmm.
What are some of give me an example.
I'd say probably the amount of like time I have, the amount of time that I'm investing into it.
The amount meaning you're investing too much time, or you wish you had more time to invest?
Both.
Both? Yeah, it's a challenge, isn't it? Ed, are there any parts of your career you're unhappy with right now?
Nope, I love it.
Okay.
I would say mine more so has just been like a struggle doing the business and getting rolling. And
Gotcha.
so.
Gotcha. Okay. So we all chose to be here, right? And we all know that our career is not us. And when we look at our career and we find things that are not right about our career, then what I want you to realize is whether you're a teacher, a realtor, a mortgage banker, whatever your chosen profession, any things that you see that are not satisfactory or that don't make you feel whole and complete about your career, realize it's you. You have the ability to change these things. If you're going to say to me, well, I'm not happy with my career because I don't have as much money and success as Joe. Well, that's not your career. That's Joe's career. What that tells me is that you're comparing yourself to someone else. Because if you're unhappy about that, then you're unsatisfied or dissatisfied about something you have no control over and that has got nothing to do with your career. It's much healthier for you to say, you know what, I want the end of my productivity to result in this. But today, this is what I'm going to do in my career. If you're a teacher, you're not going to be able to come away with that from that career having completed the education process for all of humanity, right? That's not really realistic, right? But what you can say is you can say that every single day, I am going to teach to the best of my ability today. And then sometimes that'll result in what people may consider wins, and sometimes that'll result in what people consider not a win. There may be people that tell you that you're failing. There may be people that tell you that you can't teach anyone anything. None of that matters. What matters is that you understand that your job is to let your light shine. So you teach the best that you can. If you have areas of your career that you're unhappy with, address those within yourself, because I can tell you the challenge is inside. So if the lampshade doesn't cast the right light, or if you look into the reflection and you don't like what you see, don't worry, don't fret, don't get upset about it. Realize that you have 100% ability to make any changes and adjustments that you want. Now, that's not to say that you can say, well, hey, I'm Cameron, and I wish that I got into real estate so I can make X amount of money, so I'm going to make a certain number of calls that's going to result in this amount of money, and if I don't get there, I'm unhappy or I'm dissatisfied, and you're looking down the road, well, you're projecting what you want that to look like in the future. But the only time that change is going to happen is right now. So if you're not making that amount of money that you want to make, you can ask yourself, have I done the things to make that amount of money? Am I doing the things now? And then when you back down a little bit further, you realize that what if I didn't have my career? What if you didn't have your career? Then who are you?
Still me.
Exactly. So why would you ever diminish your light because of your own opinion about a career that you created? If you don't get up every single day and you feel that light bursting out of your chest, ready to shine on someone, then you need to ask yourself, why not? And realize it doesn't have to do with your career. It has to do with your light. The career and everything else, they're just the shade. You are the light. So be the light. Know that you chose to be here. I'm choosing to be here with y'all. I'm not going to let you down. I'm honoring the fact, every one of you, because we're here right now because we're supposed to be here. All right? So let your light shine. It's Tuesday, January the 10th. Let's go. Come on now. Let's go. Man, take us out of here. We're going to make it happen. Let your light shine.